It's the Monday. Did legs yesterday on the Sunday at the gym. Legs are absolutely blitzed today, really sore. So that's good. Really trying to see how far we can push it now with the intensity. So we just weighed in this morning, 213.6. So I'm down 1.5 pounds from last week. It's not much at all. But I'm not really too concerned at this point because I can see changes in the mirror. The weight at this point in the program is a little bit more irrelevant, I'd say, because make sure that you check the mirror. Always look in the same light, in the same mirror, to see if you can see changes within your physique, positive changes you should be looking out for. Another good idea when looking in the mirror is look probably in one of the worst lights and look at your worst body parts, because those are the body parts that you really need to be focusing on. But with guys, it's normally the limbs that are going to lean up first, like your arms and your legs, so forget about that. Don't even look at that. Yeah, it's great for a confidence booster to see that progress is happening, but that's not going to give you a great transformation at the end of this. It's going to be your worst body parts really shining through and looking great. With women, it's predominantly like the backs of the arms, it's the hips and the thighs. Those are the body parts that you should be focusing on and looking at, because in a bad mirror, looking at bad body parts, when they've come through, you're going to look amazing. I can see changes within the mirror, so the scales this week doesn't really bother me that much. However, I will be increasing the intensity even more during my workouts now. I'm probably going to throw in a few giant sets, which means 3 exercises back to back, then rest, and hit it all over again for a couple more sets. I won't do that for every body part. I'll do it how I feel, just increase that slowly. Other changes to the diet, I'm going to bring down the carbohydrates now a little bit. So instead of having like a cup of rice, that's going to be coming down to 3/4. Same with oats in the morning with breakfast, that's going to be coming down to 3/4. And that's going to be it. So legs are really sore, so I'm not going to go up and down the stairs for cardio this morning. I'm going to go to the gym and probably do a little bit on the treadmill. It's easy to get through the days that don't have any roadblocks, but occasionally those roadblocks are going to come up, and that's going to be the challenge for you. It's not just a physical challenge, it's a mental challenge to actually control your environment. Don't get controlled by it. A lot of the times I'll have clients say to me, they may have cravings, they've been sick, they miss time off from the gym because they're sore or because it's raining outside, they can't do a cardio session. But my answer is always the same to everybody. This is going to come up. It's going to happen. You have to control your environment, because a lot of the times, over a duration of like 12 weeks, these things are going to happen. But it all comes down to how bad you want it. So if I look at any of the before and after pictures of the clients that I've trained in the past, I can pretty much judge their physiques on their motivation and their focus. It doesn't matter of their environment. Sometimes I've seen the best results come from a single mother of like 5 or 6 kids, or of somebody that's working 16 hours days, over somebody who doesn't really have any tie downs but just hasn't got that focus and motivation. It all comes from within and from the brain. If you want it bad enough, you'll get the results that you've set out to achieve. Motivation can come from different sources. For me personally, I like to look at the transformation of the weeks. When I see real life transformations, it really inspires me to have a successful transformation of my own. A lot of people can be transparent with their goals. The more people that they tell, the more likely they are to see through those goals to the end. During a transformation, I like to kind of close myself in a little bit. I don't socialize too much. I just keep my head down and just try to get through the 12 weeks as successfully as possible. But if you're the kind of person that likes a support group in real life that'll help you reach their goals, then by all means, then do that. Maybe find a training partner that's very encouraging to you to help you get through the low days. This may be your first 12-week transformation, But don't get discouraged if you don't see a huge amount of results in the first 6 weeks. I personally don't see big results up until the halfway point. It's normally the last 4 weeks I see the biggest change. It might not be the largest change on the scales, but it's definitely the largest change in the mirror. So I wrote on my body blog today, as I do every day, that I felt a little bit frustrated, a bit short-tempered, which is normal. You know, we're decreasing our fats, so it is common to feel a little bit irrational every now and again. But as long as you can acknowledge that and know that it's you and that you're not blaming everybody else around you, you'll get through the transformation that much easier, and people around you will support you that much more. Because believe me, if you're just irritated during the whole week, the whole transformation, they're really not going to support you much, and they definitely won't support you in the future if you want to continue after the 12 weeks. So tomorrow is going to be a non-training day, but I want you to come back because I'm going to explain to you my philosophy on free weights versus machines in the gym.